Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Before entering this discussion, we will introduce the member of our group. The first name is Aprilio Artanto, the second name is Muhammad Ainur Rosuli, and myself is Lalu Ibn Sani Octavio. Here, we will explain the synopsis of the film entitled Orang Kaya Baru 2019. Orang Kaya Baru movie, which premiered in theaters in 2019, can now be watched on Netflix. This comedy drama, directed by Odyssey Harahap and written by Joko Anwar, tells the story of a simple family who suddenly becomes rich. Mr. played by Lukman and Mother by Chutmini have three children named Duta by Derby Romero, Tika by Relin Shah, and Dodi by Fatih Unru. Even though their lives are mediocre, they are still compact and happy. You are always happy even though you have no money. Every day, Mother always cooks and picks up Dodi using an old motorbike. Meanwhile, Tika comes home and goes to school using the Metro Mini. Sometimes, even when it comes to eating, Duta, Tika, and Dodi get into other people's wedding they don't really know. The family life changed when their father died. My father is a role model in the family. Their father apparently left quite a lot of inheritance to his wife and children. So far, their father has kept their wealth a secret. Then the family turned it into new rich people because of their father's legacy. Their life is full of wealth. When the youngs were reprimanded by a shopkeeper for touching a lot of things, the mother was then able to buy all the things that were touched. What they want, they can easily buy. Even though he had become rich, trouble came to the family.
In essence, the problem arises due to their actions in spending excessive money, because in the written will they can only make a withdrawal of 500 million for the first withdrawal, and when the money is exhausted, they can make a withdrawal 30 times the amount of the first withdrawal and can make another withdrawal when it's exhausted. Because of the reason for dispersing the money, they and their families have ambitions to spend the money so that they can make more withdrawals at the bank. This is where problems start to emerge because of their behavior in spending money. Starting from the mother, who initially had good intention to give money to the buskers at the crossroads after picking up Dodi, until finally mother started to overdo it to invite all the buskers to sing at the crossroads for her and caused the road to become jammed. Then the journalists found out. Finally, mother entered the TV news and made her intent to give more basic food donations to local residents in her house so that they could be covered by TV shows again. In the end, the food distribution event became chaotic because there were victims who were rushed to the hospital because residents were scrambling to pick up basic necessities. Then, mother entered the TV news program not because of her good intention to provide basic necessities, but because the distribution of basic food resulted in the victim being rushed to the hospital. Then, for Duta to experience problems because of his hobby in the theater world, he rented the best building and only paid the down payment. While the money his father had given him had run out, he was confused about paying for the building because the money had previously been spent on other things. And for Tika, who started to be shunned by her close friends and boyfriend because of her different behavior when she wasn't rich. He was shunned by his close friends because he started to join his new friend who had bad behavior, ranging from drinking until coming home late at night. While the initial vision of Tika and her close friends was to learn to win the competition with a holiday prize to Barcelona. And his younger brother Dodi, he is in trouble because of the loss of sense of kinship a sense of togetherness that this family used to have before becoming rich.
When their money runs out, they call a lawyer who usually takes care of their father's will. And in a video of their father's will, he said that all the money he had been given away. Then the mother and family were shocked and confused because they thought that they could make another recall for their needs. From here, they become frustrated because the money in the bank has run out. Coupled with the second will written by their father to annul the first will, where the mother and family had to move from the house because it had been given to their father's younger brother. This was done by their father to teach his family a lesson, not to spend money arbitrarily, and they returned to the house they used to live in before they became rich. Then their father's lawyer came back to give a video of their father's will to explain their father's intention so that his family would still be a person who loves family and friends, not a heartless person because of money. And at the end of the film, their father explained that their father's money is still allowed and is given to his family, and in fact, their father does not have a brother. But the person who claims to be their father's brother is their father's best friend from childhood. And the mother and family became rich again. For the moral message from the film, the movie, is the new rich people, orang kaya baru. This film provides a moral message that is quite unique for us to understand. The storyline shows a family who lives in difficult conditions but is accompanied by harmony in establishing a sense of kinship. Until that time, they lived in very good condition thanks to the incarnation of the inheritance from the late head of the family, which caused them to forget the sense of kinship and harmony. From the above context, we can get the first point. Basically, money can be said to have power over everything. Even money can change everything. With money you own, no money, goodbye. The second point, too full of wealth make us forget that we have been under before. And the third point, greedy describes humans forgetting with gratitude and never feeling enough. The fourth point, the cycle of life revolves us according to its plot. Sometimes we are below, sometimes we are above. The fifth point, if you ever feel in a difficult position, then work hard to go up one level higher. Vice versa, if we're in the top position, don't forget to look down that we have been there too. The last point, from here we can see that hard warriors come from ordinary humans compared to nobles who are full of wealth. Remember one thing, gratitude is necessary because life is not always happy and beautiful. Okay, that's all from my group, and let's say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.